Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. How's it going, everybody? It is Mr. Blackbeard here, and I wanted to make a video on how to make money with designing t-shirts and putting them up on Teespring. Quick little thing I'm just going to show you. It's actually pretty easy. The only thing you might need to have is basically Photoshop. You can get Photoshop from the Adobe store. I think I can put a link down in the bottom if you just want to go check it out. If you're a student, you can use your student ID from like your college or whatever, and you can get like a pretty good discount. I think it goes from like $29 to like $9 a month if you do like the Creative Cloud Commons thing for it. So it's not bad. It's pretty cheap. I used my old one and it still works. So why not? So yeah, it's just Adobe.com Creative Cloud Suite, and it's like the Adobe platform or whatever. Let's jump into my computer and I will show you what we have to do here to make some designs and put them up on Teespring and go all about that to make you some extra money. All right, here we go. So here's Teespring. This is the website. Let's go to teespring.com. They have actual stuff you can go through and buy. Like you can just go through here and find out other like t-shirts and things other people have made and just buy them. Some of them get, oh look at that, America. I like that one. So a lot of them just have little sayings, little things like that. Win some, lose some, dim some. That's kind of, I like that. And then they got other ones that they have on here. Different categories, different things you can, yeah, there's just tons of things. So yeah, you can go patriotic, you can go holiday, you can go hoodies, pocket tees, leggings. You can buy leggings if you're a woman and you just want to try this out and get some different leggings. You can make your own leggings and then like make a design and they'll print them out and send them to you. So why not? Like some of these look, I don't know, they don't look horrible. And they look, I think that's mathematics on leggings. So that'd be a nice little cute legging thing for a girl. Sorry, I'm kind of a geek for some reason. That math thing just kind of popped up there. I don't know about those. Yeah, the camo ones, those look pretty good too. $45. You make your own ones or just use theirs and buy them. You can get your own Lucky Charm ones. You can just make them for anything, and they're up here. You can just buy them. So home decor, you can get pillows, you can get socks, you can get phone cases. If you want to make your own phone cases and sell them, you can do that. Accessories like what is it? Beach towels, flags, totes, other stuff like that. Mugs, you can make mugs. There's another place I can show you to make mugs later on, but either way, mugs, like you can make them. See, don't give a sip. Okay, I like that one. Coffee's the best thing in my life. Stuff like that. So you can make these, sell them on here, or just make them and buy them for yourself, because it'll give you the option to do it when you're setting up the account. So basically, go to teespring.com. You click on the top in the corner and say you want to log in. If you don't have a login, it'll ask you to sign up, and you either make an email, create one, log in with your Gmail, log in with your Facebook, one of the two, it'll have it for you. So you have an account. So let's go start designing. Up at the top there, you can click this, and sometimes you will get this. Just weird non-images for this thing popping up here. There usually is a design launcher that pops up that says, do you want to use the old version or the new version? Oh, went to a video, too far. But usually, the easiest way I do this is 2 different discounts, promo codes. Look at that, you get a promo code. Oh, you can create a promo code to sell. Anyways, we'll get to that in a minute. So, here are the t-shirts that you're going to be doing. You're going to be socks. This is what you're going to design, basically. You want to do a sweatshirt, a hoodie, or something like that, they'll make one. Holiday hoodies. Not bad idea, actually. So some of them don't even have the pictures, or the pictures are not loading. I'm not sure. It could just be my internet or something, so it's not loading correctly. But the main one I do is the unisex men's t-shirt. Over here, this little die-cast one. These over here look like, they'll give you the colors. You'll see them better. I don't know why my computer's not loading these. So the thing about the t-shirts is they're different grades of shirts. So like right here is like a t-shirt you get. It's like a cheapy kind of a t-shirt. It's not really thick. It's not really. I mean, it's it's a regular t-shirt. It's just not thick. I can't. I'm trying to explain it. But if you ever gone to a t-shirt and got a premium t-shirt, and it's like it feels different. Like the cloth is different. It feels thicker. It feels like stronger. And then you've got like a random t-shirt from something, and it feels like it's like paper thin, or it doesn't look like it's just made that well, or something like that. That's the kind of grades of these different t-shirts that are here. So like this is the regular ones that are cotton. They're nothing really fancy. This is one of the premiums. If you're gonna make a brand, I would go with the premium tee or a tri-blend, and then go up from there. But like the all-over print and the V-necks, you don't really need to have unless you really want that specifically. But if you're making a brand, I would go with the premium tee or the tri-blend. It's a little bit more money, but it's quality stuff. It's like literal quality stuff that you get from like an actual big box name brand store, like I don't know, can't even think of one. But anything like that is premium or tri-blend, or they have other ones, but these are the ones they offer. If you're just gonna make a regular t-shirt, go for classic tee, comfort tee. It's not bad. They're lightweight, they're slim, they're regular, they're good. They go all the way up to 4T. The other ones go up to 5XL. So depends on how big you want to make the shirt, or how big you want to offer the shirt to be. You can do that. So I'm just gonna do the classic tee, and this is where you're gonna buy it. So you're basically just making the design for yourself, and you're just gonna buy it and keep it, or you're probably gonna buy it for somebody else, or buy bulk of something. Like if you're a soccer team, you want to buy some uniform t-shirts or something like that. That's what you make them and buy them for yourself, and there you go. Sell them. You click sell, and this is what you get. You get the design layout, and this is what you're gonna set your sell price for. You're gonna set your EU price for if you're selling them in the US, Europe, overseas. Shows you what your profit is per each shirt. So if you raise this up to, let's say 30, it says each shirt you're making 20 something bucks. But you have to think about who's gonna buy a $30 shirt. I mean, some people will if it's like a name brand shirt or something like that. But if you're just a funny face on a t-shirt and it's like 40 bucks, be like, I don't know if I really want to just off the cuff buy that shirt unless I really, really like it. So it would have to be a specific like brand. Like if you were doing Star Wars or something Disney related, that might work. But if you're just doing a random saying that says "live free or die strong" or something like that, or die strong or live free, one of the two. Some people might be like, that's too much for a $40 regular shirt. It just says some words. So the thing right here is in the center is your color choices. Make sure your color choices align with your design. You can't have black text and then have a black design and then have the text in the background faded. So I would go through this and check the designs along with your actual shirt color to find out what's going to work. Because some work, some don't, and I just uncheck them. But there's a little trick I've noticed is when you're going through all these and you click on this one, the last one is the one that shows up for most of the like the demos and things like that. So I go through here, click them all on real quick, and then click the white one back again. Just a little thing, and then the white one shows up all the time. If you wanted to design something for the front or the back, after you click done with there, you can say front, or you can say back. When you're on the back, you can say add image, add the image in there, click text, you can put the text in there, and then you flip it over to the front. Front's gonna have this, front's gonna have the text, just like the back. Then you can preview the design down here at the bottom. That is kind of the general layout for, sorry, move the camera. Don't move the camera. Keep the camera steady. Don't move it. 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 Done. Okay. So I moved the camera. Damn it. So now we know the basic layout for setting up your design for your shirt. Now we have to make the design. The thing about design is you're going to have to find something eye-catching that people like to, that they're going to see. The thing is, you'd have to find out what people are buying. The best way I've seen is to go on, let's see, Etsy. Etsy. Tops and tees. You can go women's or just go. Let's go with men's. Let's see what men's has. Okay. Good. And you're probably gonna catch me yawning in here because I don't like to edit, so I try to keep it quick and to the point with a lot of these, so I don't have to edit, and it just kind of saves time for you and me. So let's go with. I mean, unless you're a graphic designer or hired somebody to do it, I would not do this one. I mean, it's good. I like it. I'd probably buy something like this. I mean, not cut off sleeves and stuff like that. But it's decently made. You can go, I'll show you another place you can go help get designs made. But unless you're a graphic designer, don't worry about that. You're going to look for more stuff like this or maybe something like that, depending on if you can get it. Gucci. I don't know specifically on Gucci because that's a name brand and they might get upset with you doing that. So you might have to do something similar, but I don't think you can do that. This guy loves his French Bulldog. So you could do that. Moist, because at least one person you know hates the word. Okay, sorry. A pineapple shirt. Somebody's selling a pineapple shirt. $15, and there's 1,400 of them roughly sold. So that's the thing about these. When you're looking at these, they say free shipping and this and that. But look at the reviews. Right next to the 5 stars, it shows basically the number of reviews. That's kind of how I'm going off of how many people have actually bought that roughly. So if there's 900 on this moist one, and there's 1,300 on this little octopus playing a drum machine, the drum machine's probably a little bit more popular. Or 1,400 on this one, or 10,000 on this one. Not today, Satan. That's a good one. I like that one. 10,000. So you could get this. Let's put a pin in this one. So I'll put this one up here for a second. So the thing about the Teespring is you cannot make the same shirt other people have. So like let's say you have 2 shirts like this. One person up here makes this one that says, nope, not today. And the other one says, nope, not today, in a different color. That won't work. Teespring will actually disqualify your actual design when they find it, and basically put your store rating or your listing rating at a lower listing so people won't see it that much. Basically your store in general, they won't see that much, but they'll already cancel your listing by then. So you have to do different variations. Like you have to change the text, you can add other different things to it, but it still can say nope, not today, but you have to have it look different. Different text, different wording, different spacing, all over the place. Add an image to it, something along those lines to make it look different than just nope, not today. Because the 2 shirts basically would look the same, just would have the different color. Teespring would hate it, and they would just cancel it out. So, just FYI, don't just copy a shirt and think you're going to be good with it. And the second thing about that is, when you upload a design, it's actually copyrighted by Teespring. I found this out, and if you copy something, they can basically just report you, and they'll get it taken down easily. So, yeah, don't copyright or don't take other people's designs, just like word for word or picture for picture. Don't take them. Yeah, you'll get your stuff shut down real quick. So we're going to take, let's do not today, Satan. Or, it's not that I'm a big fan of the whole Satan. I'm just saying that's 10,000, right? So, let's see what else we got here. You know what? We could probably search by relevancy, most recent. Let's search by most recent. Oh, I didn't mean to search that one. And just remember, all the ones at the top are usually ads. So I would not, well, the first couple on the top are usually ads. So I wouldn't go with those. Anything, as you can see, it says right there in the corner, ads, ads, ads. Those are the probably t-shirts up there. Here are the actual shirts below them. So what is, bend over and I'll show you. Matching Christmas set. All right, let's check this out. Where do you think you're gonna put a big tree? Bend over and I'll show you. So that would be good, but you'd have to make 2 of them. So if you feel like making 2 of them, you could probably do that. You would probably put something different than this. But let me see if we can go to something else, because that's, see, it even has people wearing the shirts. See? So it's actually not half bad. We could probably use that too. But let's go back to here. Let's go with, I would not do anything Disney, because Disney would definitely, well, you can do Disney. I just don't think you can do specific Disney like rip-offs, because they're really hardcore into their stuff. Deli, Gucci. See, there's other people are making like these classic Gucci looking things. And I would not really copy those. I mean, if you're going to make them for yourself, go for it. If not, doesn't matter. No one is illegal on stolen land. 300. Let's see here. Some of these don't have it. There's no place I'd rather be. Beaver Valley. Horrible. But I like it. But yeah, that's an adult shirt. If you don't get it, then you should just keep going and get a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Probably a girlfriend. I like to join, but I have a nut allergy. I love to join, but I have a nut allergy. The church? Oh, funny atheist t-shirt. 5,000. So you could do something like this. I don't feel like I should be making. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's go with it. So nut allergy. Okay. So I joined, but I have nut allergy. So we're gonna go to Photoshop. I already have some random designs I've made. Don't try to copy them. They're already on Teespring. I already got them up there. So don't do it. So let's go over here. I've already cropped it. A couple things. So I have a lot of random fonts that I usually try to use. Join, but I have a nut. And that's not even black, so let's change this to black. If you need to go pause this video and go slower, you can. Fine. But I have a, see how they worded it over here, but I have a nut allergy, okay? But okay. I join, but I have a nut allergy. All right. Perfect. Let's make this a little bit bigger. then change the. So a couple things you can do when you're using Photoshop. You can do this thing called. You right click on the words, come up here saying blending options, and you can just fill out the image a little bit. So a stroke basically means it puts kind of like a outside, kind of like a frame or a border around the words themselves, not the entire word, but like the actual letters. So let's do a stroke, and let's do the stroke. Let's do black. Oh, we already have black text. Let's do red. There you go. So see how it makes the outside of the words red, basically? That's what a stroke is. You can make the size bigger, you can do other stuff like that, but let's not go crazy with it, because the scene, the best things that work are just basically black, blue, gray, and I think that's it. So we don't necessarily need to do red around it, but I would do white around it in case you put it on a different color of shirt. So that's one thing you could do. You could also contour it a little bit. A lot of things you want to actually see unless you get really high quality, but let's go with that. So the next thing is you make sure you take off the background. See this little eye over here? This little eye right here in the corner. It says background. You just unclick it. It has an eye on it. As soon as it goes, you get this checkered background. That lets you know that it's a transparency right now. So that means there's no background. There's nothing in the background. It's going to be coming up. So if you needed to change the colors, you wouldn't change it from. You wouldn't see like a square white around this entire thing. So the next thing you need to know is we're going to let's add something to this to make it. So they added a church. So let's go and find a picture of a church. Images. Let's not do real churches. Let's do this. Church clip art. Let's see what church clip art. Church clip art. We could go, that's not bad. That's not a bad looking one. Free from the black wool. Okay. Just remember, some of these you can't actually take and use because they're actually associated to like businesses. But stuff like this, it looks like they're just color blocks, black and white churches. They should be good. Yeah, this looks like a church for this online cool gifts. So yeah, you should be good. So for the Photoshop, you're just going to take the shirt. I'm running like 70 tabs, so just give me a second. It's loading. It's loading. There it goes. Let's see here. All right, so took those off. All right, so we're going to copy. Basically, the easiest way I've found is to just drag and drop it. Make sure nothing's selected over here. Let's do this. Oh, we zoomed out too much. Too much. All right, so since it's taking way too long that I wanted to, we're just gonna zoom in a little bit more. Come on. Love how the CPU is at 16%, but these text is just not going there. Okay, so I might have to edit that out because that's taking forever. So you just make sure nothing's selected. You can go back to this and then go over here to the window of the Chrome. Click and hold. Click and hold it. There you go. And as soon as the other one's up there, you can go right next to it. It popped in. It took a second to download. All right, so the main thing about some of these is when you're getting text, when you're getting an image, you don't want the white background because you're going to make everything a transparency. So if you want to match the words, you also have to do the same thing to the text or to the image. So quick tool you can use with Photoshop. It is called the Magic Wand. The Magic Wand is pretty damn awesome. Not gonna lie, just sweetest thing since sliced bread if they made it for video editing. Yeah. So, Magic Wand, select it. And we're gonna make sure we're selecting the layer over here, if you're watching, the layer that says layer 1 or the image, whatever it is. It's gonna bring it in as a layer. Each one of these is a layer. It's like paper on top of paper on top of paper, like you're tracing something. That's kind of how Photoshop works, and they put all these in the layers over here. So you're going to select the Magic Wand and the white screen section here. You're just going to select that, and then everything in the that's highlighted, you're going to see these little highlighted lines around everything, little dots that are moving like in a circle, or not in a circle, but just like they're moving. That's going to mean you basically selected all the white stuff. The thing about this is you can go different variations of what you're selecting that's white and other stuff. So like if it actually pulled in, let's say it pulled in this part of the roof and you didn't want to see out the whole roof, you can come up here to the tolerances and the sample size and mess with this. The main thing I usually set is the sample size average is to either 3 by 3 or 11 by 11 depending on what I'm doing. I just kind of mess with it to find out which works the best. The tolerance I usually set to around 50. Anti-aliases, it's for like the smoothest edges for transitions and stuff like that. And there's a lot of these things I'm not completely sure about. I've just messed around with them enough to figure out what they are, and they work. So copy my settings if you want to, but that's kind of how I've been figuring them out. So it looks like some of the bushes over here didn't take, some of the stuff over here didn't take, some of the grasses didn't take. Not really gonna lie, it's probably not gonna even matter. So once it's selected all that, I just clicked it once. I just do delete. Oh, hold on. Do not do that in the tolerances. All right, so I'm there. I selected white, and I say delete, and it took out. As you can see, it took out all the white stuff in the background. There's not really any white crap in the back. So you're gonna say, okay, I wanna just unselect that for a second. I'm gonna go back over here and move this. See, so now you can move it freely. So like if we turn on the back screen, that's what it looks like. It has all that stuff in it, which is fine. That's great. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna change the way the shirt looks. So we're going to, once you can move it like this with the little pointer tool over here in the corner, we're shrink this down a little bit. We're going to have everything going around it, okay? So let's put that right in the center, say enter, click on the words, and then we're going to change the words up just a little bit. So I would join, let's put that on its own separate section. Let's highlight this, cut it, back, put this word up here, and then put another one down below. All right, and move it over here. And just remember, in Photoshop, it gives you these little purple lines that you can use. They basically help you edit and keep stuff level. So see how that purple line popped up there? It's basically saying you're level with this in the center of this word right here. So it's probably not that big. I can change the words a little bit though. So let's see. Those words are 120. Those words are 183. So let's go with 183. 183, probably too big. Yeah, it was probably too big. But we can just shrink the church a little bit. let's move the church over a little bit more. Let's shrink the corner down. Right there. Enter. You go up a little bit. Actually, let's shrink the... There you go. Let's shrink the sides down just a little bit. Move it centered again. Where you at? Where you at? This is what our shirt looks like so far. The thing we're going to change is, from the other one that we saw, is, where's it at here? We're going to go with, I join, but I have an analogy. So it's church, it's words at the bottom, stuff like that, right? So we're going to do roughly the same thing. We're changing the words around, because it doesn't look like that actual one. It looks a little different. And if we wanted to make it look different, we just do, let me see here. The churches, okay, so the church is mirrored this way. So the church is going to the left, our church is going to the right. The words are on the bottom all together. Our words are split up on the top and on the bottom. So, I mean, I don't really see a big issue with that because we are changing it. We are making it our basic own set of designs. So let's go with it. If they don't like it, I mean, you'll find out. So let's do this, edit that, make sure that's good. And then we'll just do a little extra on the words. So you click each word. You can right click on it. Hold on. Click on the word. And then over here, under where this has a layer, you right click on it and there's going to be a warp text. Warp text is going to show, like, it's going to basically just warp the text like it says. We're going to do a little bit of an arch, which is going to be, there you go, there you go. So that's how much you want to bend it. So you can bend it a lot, you can bend it a little bit. Let's go a little bit more, let's go, what about there? Let's go a little more. Okay. So 49 is warped. All right. So let's do the bottom. Right click and warp. We're going to say warp, but we're going to do opposite direction. So we're going to say negative 50. That's how much you're going to do it for. Negative 50. And now you can move this. And I would probably shrink this text down just a little bit. It's in the sky, scale it. There you go. And then do the same thing with the top. I'll probably just do the same thing. There you go. Just line everything up. There you go. All right, so the text on this one is what size? Let's see. 144. What is this? 116. Let's do 144. We'll see how that moves. Oh. All right, let's do that again. 144. All right, and that is going to be your t-shirt. So you would just take the background out, uncheck the little eye for the background that's there that says it's locked. You're going to crop it. So over here on the left-hand side of Photoshop, there's a section right at the bottom right below the little magnifying glass, like tool below there. It's like 3 little dots. You click that. When you click and hold it, and it'll come up with a ton of more little tools. Just go down to the crop. It says crop tool. You'll get some lines on the outside of all of these. Basically, just go to the line, grab it, move it in. Go to this other line, grab it, move it in. Give it some room, but move it in. Bottom's okay, top's okay. You want to give it just a little bit, but not a lot. So enter there, and that's what the entire output looks like. So we're gonna go and do a file, export as. I always do high quality on these. So I usually say resample, preserve details, and the scale, I always scale it up a little bit. I would go to like 150 image size because we can scale it up a little bit. And that gives you the width and the height. Anything that's really, really low, like 720, 5 something, I would not even do, because if you need to make it bigger for the t-shirt, it's going to look kind of crappy. So it's always good to have a good quality image really, really big, and you can always shrink it down better than have a really good quality image and try to shrink it up, because it's not going to like blow everything up. It's not like in the movies where you see like them take a little camera picture and then they enhance in it, and then just like poof, you can see a license plate crystal clear. It's not the same way. That's not how some of these images work. So you're going to go with the format of a PNG, which is transparency. That's what you can use. Says the camera size is this. That's the size. Gives you all the information over it. So we're going to go and do export all. We're going to give it place in the pictures that we have here. So G and save. So now we're going to go to our Teespring. So we're going to go here, click the picture. All right. So some of it looks a little different. So let's click the images over here, or the colors for the t-shirts over here. So that's how I was saying, like, see how some of them will have a outline for the words, and we didn't do that one here. Sometimes I do that because it makes the words pop out a little bit no matter what color it's in. So like, see, if you switch it up, you can still see that word, the outline of it. But even on white, it'll still show up fine. So it'll just, the white will just blend in, the gray blends in. But I messed up for the section down here. So let's go back to Photoshop. Let's do the same thing with this one. We'll go here and then go blending options. Do the stroke. Make sure we just have a little bit of stroke on there. Let's make this 4. Let's make this one 4.2 to match. Gotta make them match or they don't look nice. And right here, 4. Perfect. All right, so let's do an export one more time. Export as. All of those are set the same. Let's do an export. Let's go back to here, say allergy, yep. Replace, correcto. All right, so the one you already have here, top left-hand corner of this little one, if you just select it, you'll have a trash can. Just click the trash can, it's gone. Let's go back and add it one more time. Add it in here. There you go. Top and bottom words are outlined. Perfect. So let's go to the colors and check them out. Yep, colors. All right, cool. So all of them basically work. It really doesn't matter. I'll leave them all there, but I will set it back to white, because if you don't have white, that's the one usually people see it first. So we can just go with that. So you do continue, and then you'll select which kind of shirt you want. So this is what you're going to say. I want to select the unisex one, and I want this classic tee, and then I want a comfort tee, and I want a premium tee, and I want a tri-blend. You can pick all those, but I usually just go with this one. If this one sells, you can add more ones. But if it's like what you're saying, like I was saying earlier, if it's a brand, I would start from minimum premium tee to tri-blend, just for it to work. And then once it's done doing all this, because it's doing little mock-ups. So once it's done with that, you're going to name it. You're going to give it a name. Do not give it the best t-shirt in the world. Do not give it I'm an atheist. Something crazy that's not going to be that they're going to not like. Because Teespring looks over these, and basically the listing is what they're gonna be approving or not approving. So you could go with you could just call it nut allergy, and then you give it a nice little what's it called here? You just give it a nice little description. There's a description I can give you. It is, you can throw this in. It's just a free little description. Go to here, and then you can copy and paste it off this. I'll put it down in the bottom if you want to. It's just a fun t-shirt for your wardrobe. Perfect gift. Choose your size now. Choose your color, buy now. Stuff like that. That's pretty easy. Nice little shirt name. Or the shirt description. So this is the URL. So if you look at the URL up at the top, it'll say your store / something something nut allergy, and it will give you whatever it is for the nut allergy. So like if you do, so let's do this. Let's just publish it, because you can do other featured colors, other stuff like that. But it's all set up pretty much right now. Let's not even worry about it. Let's go publish. It's gonna generate. It's gonna generate. It's gonna generate. It's gonna make one image, and then. Say yeah. Thanks for your input. Cool. All right, so this is your t-shirt. It is up for sale. People can buy it, and people can go crazy and get whatever they want. So if you go to the top here, this would be the link you send to people. So if you want to send it on Facebook, you want to post it or something like that, you get that link, send it on Facebook or whatever, and that's what you would get for your account. When they buy it, they'll just click the link, and from the link, they'll just go here and click what color they want. See, they're all coming up perfectly. Look at that. They're all, even the black one shows up with the black outline words. So that's the only reason I kind of like put that stroke around those words, because it just almost lets it work for every color. Yeah, even that color looks good. So that's what you can do for the t-shirts. So all right, so that is what you basically need to make a t-shirt and post it up on Teespring to make money or make extra money. So you can just design shirts like this, find stuff like that, and throw them up there. There's other places like Facebook and Etsy and other places like that where you want to post on there. You can post a little store on Etsy, sell the same shirts, and you can just do that. And a lot of that advertising is free because people just look through those and find them. Because that's what we were doing. We were just going through Etsy, going through the men's shirts, just clicking some of these, and that's where they are. So like this guy has a crazy hat, tie-dyes, and this one is Chummy's Tees and Caveman Collective. So like that's literally all they're doing. Some of them actually have their own legit stores and things like that, and brands or whatever. But yeah, that is how you make shirts on Teespring. Well, make shirts and design them for Teespring, and then post them on Etsy. You can find tons of other little tutorials on how to make an Etsy store or eBay store or whatever kind of store you want to make, and just do that. I think there are actually some integrations that will do Teespring to eBay and Teespring to Amazon, things like that. Would you just post all those up there, and it's a lot faster. But then again, I haven't gone through those. I haven't even looked at those. I just do mine through other kind of promotions, and there you go. If you wanted to, if you want to just make your own brand of T-shirts, I would just make an Instagram account, put on one of those a day, and just do little hashtags in the same niche that it is, and there you go. That's another kind of free publicity. If you just uploading one of those shirts a day, or one of those comments or contents of your shirts a day, and you're good. So just make one design a day, load it up there, throw it on Instagram, free. And sooner or later, people will be hitting those and just pretty much buying them, and you get a percentage of whatever gets sold because it's your design. So, all right. This is Mr. Blackbird here. Sorry for the lengthy 48.5 minute, almost 49-minute video, but hopefully you got some content out of it. And Yeah, it's late, so I'm not probably gonna edit this. So if you want to skip ahead on some of the other stuff, you can. But sorry, I'm horrible at editing. So there you go, and hopefully you have a good one. I'll be coming up with more content here pretty soon. Just remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom, and smash the like button for me. Smash it. Just smash it. All right? Have a good one. Talk to you later. Peace.